Hey, what's up, social media family? Man, I hope you're having a crazy good day. I want to share a word with you. I had a word very, very similar to this probably about 2 years ago. I felt this kind of resonate in my spirit about 8 months ago. And then this past week, this word just came up in my spirit so strong. It just started I don't know, bubbling over, just coming up in my spirit. And I just started speaking it out in prayer. And so I'm just going to give it to you. And it's just that's what the Lord spoke to me, that the media is going to be forced to cover what God is doing. The media is going to be forced to report what God is doing. And you know what the Lord is doing is amazing right now. Somebody was trying to talk to me the other day, and I just kind of looked at them confused. They're like, man, I wish the church would wake up. I wish the church would do this. I wish the church would do that. I wish we would see God move, and I wish we would see powerful revival services. I wish we would see signs, wonders, and miracles on the streets. I wish we would. I'm like, buddy, I'm sorry, but you must go to a dead church, because that is not what I'm seeing. I mean, just this past Sunday, I just had two people start the message, come up and talk about signs, wonders, miracles, how they were on the job place and they saw people radically healed and saved, like radically healed. Just with so many testimonies, had numerous testimonies this week that people in our church have told me about, that they were at restaurants and just had a word of knowledge that somebody needed healed in their back, somebody needed healed in their knee, and they prayed for them right there in the middle of a restaurant, radical healings. And so you are going to see at a great level God moving to where the media, their hand is going to be forced. Why? Because the media, a lot of times they want ratings. They want I hate to say it, what sells and whatever is hot at that moment. Wherever there is a crowd that is drawn, you're going to see God doing so many powerful things that the news media is going to start recording. They're going to start interviewing. And it's not even interviews as much as they're going to start going to events and recording it. Now, here's what happens. When one person starts recording it, and they get good ratings, all the other news stations are going to start recording it. You're going to see revival nights. You're going to see outbreaks of revival. You're going to see worship in the street. You're going to see a lot of stuff like what Sean Ford is doing. He is basically forerunning the prophetic word that I'm giving, because he has even been on, just national news, and they've recorded a lot of stuff that he's doing. He's forerunning a lot of this, and you're going to see this. You're going to see even local papers and local news stations and internet shows start talking to ministers about what's going on in their church. Actually, we had a prophetic word 2 weeks ago in our church that our parking lot was going to be filled up with news reporters and people wanting to do interviews with us and all of this. And do you know and the prophetic word was, you will have people literally sitting in front of the church waiting to talk to you. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to talk to them. I have other people talk to them, but I have no desire to talk to people. In fact, the Lord even gave me a warning one time that every time someone wants to do an interview with you or a show with you, don't do it. Make sure it's from me. But this prophetic word came forth that week. The very next day, somebody was literally sitting in front of our church waiting on us to talk to us. And I'm like, this is what's coming, because natural thinkers come against the supernatural power of God. But when somebody throws their crutches down and walks, whenever a lot of sinners get saved, when some people get out of a wheelchair, somebody who's blind can see, you can't argue a changed life. You can argue theology and what you think, and you can argue all that. But when people that you've known for a long time that have an illness and they walk, they see, they were deaf, but now they hear, Listen, it's going to happen when churches that can seat 200 have 500 show up, and people are sitting outside of the church. I remember, I've had some people tell me over the years that when revival would break out in their church, news reporters would come to mock and make fun of what was going on and actually get saved. People want to do interviews, and word of knowledges would come forth, or they would prophesy over the people that were interviewing them, and their lives were radically changed. Because in the presence of God, everything changes. So this word will age well. Listen to me, this word will age well, okay? You're going to see in the future, you will see the media recording what God is doing. You're going to see the hand of the Lord move throughout America and the nations of the world. You're going to see people on their internet shows, TV shows. You're going to see people who don't usually talk about this or present this type of program. They're going to, because something radical is going on, and that something radical is Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. You're going to see God move in miraculous ways. The news media is going to be forced to talk about this. All right, friends, you know how I always love to offer prayer. Go to the website, jojoedawson.net. Go to the Contact Connect button. Hit that. Send me your prayer request, and I will pray for you. All right, love you guys. And, you know, we do these videos on social media, but also I do a lot of posts. I do a blog on my website. Also, I do a lot of posts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can go follow us on there. So love you guys. Have a blessed day.